Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Boraki here again with some a quick look. Hopefully, a quick look. I might continue it as a series if there's enough interest. But this game is called Going Medieval. Takes place right after the Black Plague, where you're in charge of a bunch of people who have run away from all the cities of the dead and dying and have started a new life in another land. So let's get to it, shall we? New game. So you got your three difficulties. You got easy right here, or three different scenarios, and you got your difficulties. So you got peaceful, which is just essentially kind of like in RimWorld, just base building and exploration and stuff like that. Then you got your standard one. Your settlement will experience enemy raids as well as environmental events. Raids will occur at steady intervals, and their difficulty adapts as you progress. You've got survival, which is hordes upon hordes of enemies come into your home and try to kill you. So you got your difficulties, very easy, normal, stuff like that. We're gonna go with standard because that seems the most interesting for newer players. So, just like in RimWorld, you can also choose what type of settlers you want. You can do by yourself, which is the harshest difficulty. You are one settler with with meager resources in the harshest of conditions. You start off in the winter. You've got 20 wood and 3 packaged meals, a little bit of equipment. And there's the constraints for the settler. You're age between 23 and 28. 150 centimeters to 190 centimeters, 50 to 110 kilograms, and it's a toss up between if you're a woman or a man. And Restitutionist and Oak Brethren is the religions, as far as I can tell. And then you got your clothes, or you can do the two standard ones. The second one is the New Life. Each settler has a story about the past they left far behind. But now this tattered group has a common goal to build a new home together. Recommended for the first time players. You start off in spring. You got a crap ton of resources. You start off with 3 settlers between the ages of 23 and 55, and the same as the other one. And you've got good winter clothes to fine leather, linen and leather clothes. Or you could do a new one and randomly choose the name and the description and the starting narrative, number of settlers. You get the gist. So we'll just do that one. So here, let me move my mic a little closer. Okay. So this is the map that you will be playing in. You've got your randomized name, or you can choose whatever you want. You can design your own flag, your own banner, and you can go on to 3 different types of land. You got the mountainous terrain, hillside terrain, or the valley. Valley has plentiful vegetation, fertile soil, and clay, moderate amounts of limestone, lesser amounts of gold, silver, ore, iron, and salt. Hillside, There's uneven terrain suitable for defensive positions, a fair amount of clay and limestone, and a moderate amount of vegetation. And then the mountainous terrain, you got plenty of limestone, gold, iron, and silver, and less of the other stuff. So I'm just going to go with valley. You could also choose. Right now, you've only got the default size map, but you can also randomize the. That one's actually pretty good. You're pretty close to the mountains there. Yeah. You can put in your own seed, or you can randomize it. So we'll hit next. Here's where you can create your own characters. Create as in like randomly pick, because there's no current customization options other than just random name and randomizing their stats and what they look like. So Truda has an iron stomach. She's a little bit disfigured, and she's a night owl. Aiken is cheerful. Cotter. He's very cheerful. He's a swigger. He likes to drink. And he's an early bird. That one would work for me. Oriel, Robert, Sylvester. Let's go with. We need at least one woman. So. Sarah. There we go. And randomize that one. Osana. Brawny. She's powerful and carries out tough jobs effortlessly, and as a rare intellect, could even be called gifted. She learns really quick. I like that one. She's also a crap marksman, but is very passionate about learning it. Passionate about carpentry, and she's kind of smart. She's also very good at diplomacy. I think that was diplomacy. Good at bargaining, helping and training other workers. Conversational skills help turn enemies into allies. So yeah. Okay. And I don't really care what you will be, so let's just do that. She's a chef. She's a washout. That one's pretty good. She's a good chef. So we got Aiken, Osana, who's a wicked marshal, and Claire. Survived death by hanging. As the hangman pulled the lever and the rope jerked, Claire expected the end, but the rope suddenly snapped. As God willed it, some said, crossing themselves. Yep, alright. That one's right. So you got your group skills called the average of everybody's. So you got good animal handling, really good botany, really good food preparing, decent smithing, really poor carpentry, really poor construction. Alright, and there's the summary. 3 settlers. Each settler. Okay, we can embark. And I'll give you a brief history of what happens. The plague had ravaged the British Isles, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Untold millions went to an early grave, and those left standing were plunged into poverty, brutally scarred by the horrors that they had witnessed. Nothing would ever be the same again. In the springtime of the year 1352, Aiken, Osana, and Clare set off into the wilderness to claim a piece of land as their own, as was their right in the eyes of God and under the law. Here they may lay down the foundation for some kind of future. Perhaps hope will follow. Osana is confident, defiant even. We will make this work. We will take our share of the land. We will build there and we will defend it. Some have fallen, beset by bandits, defeated by drought. Yet many have also prevailed. Have faith. The place we found still stands centuries from now. Our descendants will be there still. After many travails, they arrived in a valley with golden plains cut through a snaking river. For Clare, it conjured visions of bountiful harvests, song, and wine, a place to put down roots, a homeland. They decided to title it Worthing. Alright, so here we are in our new land. It's not as hilly as I thought it would be. Not unlike my last area. And we got a little bit of a... Put that as a mine there. Alright, so here we are in our little valley. Right now there's no river, no water. It's a little sad. Anyways, let's go ahead and pick a decent spot to defend. I think probably right here, this area, and we can mine here. Decent trees, some good fertile soil. Alright. Okay, so just like RimWorld, and I will say that a lot, because it is a lot like RimWorld and Timber and Stone and that other one, that other blocky game where you... I can't remember the name of it. Anyways. So we can put a regular stockpile to put all of our goods for now. You can also change the stockpile to be from a default stockpile, a dumping stockpile, and your warfare stockpile. So I'm going to put the dumping stockpile probably over here. Alright. And then we'll do that. And so standard controls W, S, A, and D, Q and E to rotate, mouse wheel to zoom. Oh, we got iron out there too, not bad. So, just like RimWorld, you got your jobs, which right now it's all standard, normal priority for all those. Sleep schedule, work schedule, leisure schedules. And you can choose what clothes, weapons, shields, armor, stuff like that they can use. Research, we'll get into that in a moment. And the region, we got some friend. Oh, damn. Okay, we got 2 enemy settlements, a few friendly ones nearby. Alright, so we can fast forward that so they can bring in all the stuff. Let's give them all weapons so they can at least be longbow. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this field right here because we're going to need a bunch of hay. And I don't know if we have enough hay to actually build a bed for everybody. So let's go ahead and start building our base. And we'll put it right here. So we'll start with the floor and go with the wall all around. We can put a door in, let's say right here. And right here. Alright, it's 5 o'clock, so let's start getting the beds in. They'll have to sleep without a roof tonight. Alright, as soon as you get that door aching, I want you to build the beds for us, please. Okay, never mind. Try you. Okay, we got 1 bed. Two beds. It's 9 o'clock. 3 beds. Okay. Now, when everyone gets tired, which will be about 11 o'clock at night, in about an hour, they'll fall asleep. I'm going to actually have to change that to sleeping at about 9. But luckily, I think, yeah, Aiken doesn't need to be sleeping that much because he wakes up early. Everyone should wake up about 5 o'clock in the morning. So 3, 4, 5. And it's a little bit cold. Since I am American. Dang it. They don't have it. Huh. They do have the temperature, but they don't have the measurements in Imperial. Alright, and so you see how people have been leveling up by building. The more stuff they do in a certain field, the more they level up, and the better they become. Let's get a campfire going. And maybe a butchering table. So we can at least start getting some stuff up and running. Harvesting all the hay. I'm going to need them to start chopping some trees down. Looks like we got clay here and limestone there. Alright, research table is missing and meal preparation is also missing. harvest a bunch of stuff. Hope that's cut, not harvest. Harvest. Harvest, okay. Need a few more trees cut. Let's do harvest at 1 for each of them, and 2, and you at 1. Construct at 2 and 1 there. Craft 2, 2, 2. And that should be fine for now. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, we have a partially built building at the moment. We do have a campfire, so we're gonna have to let's do about 25. So they can start building that. Alright, the base is done. Now we can put on a roof, or we can put on... we can't really put on a second floor because we don't have the technology researched yet. But we'll do that. Wait, what? Oh, it's just the building is just a little bit too long for me to put. Okay. So put the butcher table right here and demolish that one. And shrink that down a bit. We're going to deconstruct that. Now we can put on a roof. There we go. You're definitely going to need a roof to keep your citizens nice and dry. Away from the elements. Alright. So, now you see that we can't see in. If you press C, you can actually see what's going on inside. Butcher table, let's do forever. Alright, now we need to look for people or things to hunt. Not people. We're not the cannibals. You're allowed to grab those and those and those. Here we go. I see a couple of them. To you guys. And a couple of you guys. Okay. Unpause. We're gonna definitely need to have our stockpile of food somewhere inside. So we're gonna build another small building, probably like that. Oh. What happened there? Okay. Aiken, can you come pick him up, please? I have no idea what happened there, but... Oh, maybe... Deer skewered her or something. So we're definitely gonna need some leisure activity. To backgammon table. So don't overwhelm your settlers, colonists, whatever you want to call them. Don't overwhelm them with too many jobs. Alright, let's get a table in here so they could eat. We've got 16 ale, some stew, some herbs, packaged meals, 237 sticks, chronicles. We're going to want our books because these are how we research stuff. Definitely gonna need to start chopping some more trees. Not waste. And not food. I'll put the food and textiles? No, materials. Herbs, healing kits, books. Okay, we need to build up our defenses according to that. So some wooden barricades. Here and here, it's fine. There's people are playing backgammon. She is still bruised. Let's get some more trees. Took a bit of chopping did. We also... First event. Okay, so lost property. Appearing deranged at first. Willem was simply overcome with terror. A pitiful, stumbling corpse with wheals from binding and harsh beatings by a cruel master. William begged, "Hide me! I will die if I am caught." So we can either decide to keep him outside, or we will get 2 forest bandits and gain a new settler. He is 25 years old, decent botany and culinary, not too smart, good marksman, very good tailor. Why not? Alright, so we have about a day and 6 hours to build up our defenses, and we also need a bed for this guy, so we'll put a bed right there. We'll keep it on fast, just for time. So it looks like Willem does not have a weapon currently. Tending. Hauling. Should be fine. Food reserves are low. Willem is still wounded. And we're missing a research table. It'll be here. Basic research. All 3 of the originals are happy. Hopefully this one goes better than the last time I fought someone. Because last time I fought, all of my settlers were unarmed. And they did not do very well. Alright, come on people. Let's hurry it up. Chop, chop, chop. shop. Nine, 12, 10, 17. Okay, so you and you. Hey, look at that. Let's do 50 of those. We got about 3 hours before the bandits come. Do need to put a roof on you. At least get a partial roof going. We got 3 of them. Violent extortionists. The brute spoke, soft but menacing. Willem belongs to me. Hand over my slave, or you will all suffer. They were deadly serious. Worthing's defiant settlers few to bow to the assailants' demands. Enemies arrive and attack the settlement. Your settlers will get a positive mood modifier for helping someone, or we surrender him and all of our people get a negative. We stood our ground, refusing to give in. They're on the opposite side of the map. Alright. You don't have a weapon, so you, and you. Stay vigilant. Alright. Oh, you. Here they come. Hold your ground. Try not to hit our people, please. Alright, we got one. Here, come over here so we have a better line of sight. Damn, missed. Oh shit. Come join in too if you want. Come beat up on your former masters. Smack him upside the head. Victory! The beleaguered settlers came under attack in the spring of 1352. Their ordeal continued for 4 hours and 6 minutes. Mercifully, all settlers survived the raid. 2 sworn enemies died during the fight. Claire was the bravest of the settlers, dealing the most blows to the foe, and Aiken took the most damage from the enemy, thinking only of defending Worthing in its hour of need. Yeah, get out of here, you freaking assholes. Or we can just stab them all. You know, just let him go. Let him tell his friends of the victory here today. Alright. Well, that will do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed going medieval. Let's fast forward it so we get a autosave. There we go. Alright. And that'll do it for me for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. I actually kind of enjoy this game pretty well. It's a lot like RimWorld and a lot like a couple other games. Oh. Looks like you can also design your own banner while you're paused. Okay. Well, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment. This game is on Steam, early access for about $20, I think. $25. I think it's below 30 at least. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I know a lot of you have just been watching my videos and not subbing. I would really appreciate it if you guys do. Hit that sub button. Hit that little bell for whenever I post a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Probably another medieval game. Alright. Stay frosty.